Hey guys, how you doing tonight?
We might have messed that one up.
we might have. We're trying out some new audio stuff tonight, so hopefully it sounds a little bit better. We'll see on the playback. So welcome to episode 45 of What Are You Drinking Now here at the office in our deep underground bunker, the coronavirus-free, coronavirus-proof bunker. We're trying to stay,
Distancing.
I couldn't elbow you if I tried, Rob.
I think
back off.
I think Christina moved a little closer to me. Anyway, so.
Well, it's true. She did. We decided. What's up with this guest stuff? We decided to just get her on here regular.
I have a question. So, sneezing and coughing is a way to transmit the no-no. Does burping count?
If particles leave your mouth.
She's a nurse.
So if it's like a really vigorous.
Are you good? Can we not talk about the particle theory?
So I'm drinking a Sweetwater George Brown tonight.
As am I.
As am I.
So three of us are pushing the Sweetwater tonight. I wonder why. Oh, because it's on draft and we can't sell draft.
So we're gonna drink it.
That's right.
Nick, what's your palate?
Nikesh.
I had been crushing the
drinking Cougar Bake from
the Victory
Country
we had on
Boy
tap.
Brewing.
Yeah.
Hey Vikesh, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Again.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
good to see you, Mukesh. I hope you like our audio, man. We're just trying new stuff, but we're glad to have you on chat. I was crushing that the Victory we had on draft. I was loving it, but I needed something a little bigger tonight. I got the double dry, double hop Dippa Liberty Bell Ringer from Victory.
That's a mouthful there. That's a huge name.
It's a headful too of ideas.
Yeah.
Frankly.
So wow, this is already giving me the burps. That was a 2.3 out of 5.7.
2.3 out of 5.7, huh? That's a solid,
it's a low entry level, but yeah, we're working on it.
I mean, that's a solid.
Poop in a toilet.
Nice. Keep an eye out.
Yeah. So
Nice.
who's got the first beer tonight?
Josh, I think it might be you, bud.
Yeah, I think it actually is me.
All right. Well, what do you got for us?
All right. I have the Idle Days Pilsner from Brewery Amagon.
Oh, Amagon. Yes.
I'm a Ganga guy, but love this brewery. They make really good stuff. For some reason, my phone is not letting me see the chat window, so please let me know what's going on. This is a lovely little Pilsner out of New York.
So straight up easy drinking.
It is. Nick, if you pass me your glass.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, that's a bottle of wine for later. We do 4 beers, 1 bottle of wine. Review all of them. So we will get to the wine after the beer.
Starting off with a Pilsner, if you're just joining us.
All right. Anybody else? I got a little bit left.
I'll take it.
I figure you take it. You take it all. You take everything. All right.
It's got a lot of clarity to it.
So again, we got the Omegang Brewery Idle Days Pilsner. I've had this. I'm gonna say I really enjoy it. Comes in at $3.50 a 16-ounce can.
I've also had this, and I also enjoy it.
I think
so I'm very
if
excited.
any of you have not had it,
I've definitely had it before, but I really wanted to do this because we don't do enough Pilsners on the show. We
That's
do
true.
Lagers. And this one is absolutely ridiculous.
It's so good. I like to try Pilsners at every brewery I go to. If they make a Pilsner, that's always going to be on my tasting list because Pilsners are pretty difficult to make. They're very low ingredients. You mess them up, you've messed them up.
yeah,
So
easy,
that's
easy
usually
enough. Yep.
that's usually a go-to beer for me on a flight when I check out a new brewery, so I can actually see what they're doing fundamentally with the beer.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, any off flavors are really going to be present if they're present at all in a Pilsner compared to an ale.
They'll show up quickly.
You have a lot of leeway with fermentation with the top fermented and like the warmer fermented beers. Not to mention Pilsners take longer to make, so it costs more money for the brewery to make it. So Pilsners, I love them, especially if they're good. This one is delicious. It's malty and bready.
Yeah.
Well, my father would agree with you. They're Chuck Rogers. He says Miller Lite's the best Pilsner. My dad would agree with you on that. I just had to buy 3 cases for him through the shop. And he wants to get his shop discount too. So, but this guy,
It's so clean.
I'm gonna say if you like Miller Lite, there's no way you're not gonna like this. This is just so easy drinking, clean. I think the
Belgian style really comes through to me. It's got a sweetness that's kind of candy-like, and like you guys are talking about, some of those trace flavors of the yeast. They're mild. They're not rather potent, but they're present.
So this does come in at 5% ABV,
Respectable.
and they recommend a 40-degree temperature to drink at.
This one thing that really takes me back about this beer though is just the color. It's like
so pale.
Yeah, it's
really
almost
clean.
like,
I've already drank all mine, so I'm gonna show
Oh,
yours.
damn. I thought you were taking my beer. It's like,
So it is. It's like a beautifully light pale yellow color.
So the other thing, Cooperstown, New York is where this guy's from. So while you're watching the Little League World Series, if it ever happens again, is that what they have?
No, that's the.
I am not the one to ask that question.
No, it's Major League Baseball Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. Okay, all right. Yeah, shows you what I know. Anyway, I really like this guy.
It's really yummy.
Easy, crisp drinking. Has a little
Much
bit.
appreciation, bro.
Has a little bit of the Belgian wheat on it, I think.
Yeah, it feels like it has a wheat kind of thing, but I don't think there's any wheat in it. Because you would
But
have.
it's got just that aftertaste, just a tad bit.
I think
on the
it's.
same-
I think it's the yeasty.
Okay.
Almost a mild breadiness, but it's very, very mild.
But yeah, it's almost like a very light banana on the finish, So it has that Belgian yeast kind of feel to it. Amgang makes some great Belgian beers too. I mean, they don't really make bad beer. I've never had a bad one from Amgang.
They
this
do
one's
some
really good.
quality stuff up there.
All right. So yeah, am I the last one to drink this? Because
No,
I feel like the way Chris, the way Christina chugged it down, like we were in a race and I lost.
Well, you've.
Got you, Red Sox.
I've yet to partake
Got you, Sox.
in beer beverages yet tonight.
Oh
So,
yeah, I think she.
I thought
she's
she's Boston quick.
Christina just got off work, so she needed to.
I need to catch up.
She needed to catch up, so she just.
Now, Josh, I think we're gonna head on to mine if you don't mind handing me that can.
Oh, you mean this can?
Oh,
right
yeah.
here?
Nice.
All right. So
All right,
we're gonna do
Allagash.
the granola beer.
Granola. We're gonna go there. So Allagash Brewery. This is their Cross Path Organic Golden Ale. It's an ale brewed with buckwheat and granola. So
Good, I am
it's definitely a true granola beer. On top of it being organic, so it's a granola beer.
So this is the good stuff because Christina, she's
That can looks like it has
granola.
bumper
She-
stickers on it.
She's
It does.
she definitely can chug like a thug. I've seen her.
Yes,
Um,
yes I can. Yes I can.
she's
Is it free? That's what my next question. Is this vegan or can I do I get brownie
Wait a minute,
points?
is it
taking
vegan? I
this
think
back
it is.
back?
Oh.
It may be.
Most beer is vegan, guys. Just be honest.
So it's 100% Maine grown, which is where Allagash is, both all the barley, the buckwheat, and the oats.
So yeah, that's probably
So-
fair age grass.
So actually, you know what? You might like this. It's 100% lobster fed. So
100% lobster fat.
lobster.
$4.50 a can. It's a 16-ounce can. It's got one of those textured labels on it. a little bit of a different style that I've seen from Allagash before. So
You gonna pour that all for you, or you gonna
Give me
share?
another taste of that palate cleanser, man. That thing's beautiful.
Nice.
So-
It's the Liberty
I
Power
have
here.
yet to have this beer. I know Rob, you have had some.
I have
before.
had a can of it since it came in.
So
Did you guys both
I'm
get
pretty
yours?
interested. So it's a golden ale. So you got that
That's
ale
pretty cool.
base, and then it adds in that buckwheat and granola, which I think a lot of the times that's just going to add a lot of texture to the beer, not much of a flavor. So
I'm
we'll
gonna-
see if that holds true.
I'm gonna tell you, it looks to be a little unfiltered to me.
Yeah? You say this
Yeah.
every time, but this time I am catching Rob. It is golden and a little bit translucent.
Okay.
I can tell you, I'm not crazy with the smell.
I don't like the
Would you
smell
call
either.
it, Rob? Describe,
I don't like it.
Rob, describe what you thought about the opulence of this.
Well, I just thought it was unfiltered. It's
Yeah.
very.
Is it free range and grass fed? Yes.
Well, this also gives me a very Belgian-y
It
feel.
smells a lot like a Belgian beer, which I'm not a huge personal fan of. So we'll see how this goes.
So what's the difference between buckwheat and not buckwheat?
I don't know what buckwheat is. I'll be completely honest. Like,
You guys don't remember?
obviously, it's some sort of wheat and
You know,
grain. However, I don't think I've
Don't
ever.
don't go to Little
Don't
Rascals.
even go there.
Eddie
I
Murphy
don't know.
covered it for you, so I don't know how you don't know what buckwheat is. No, buckwheat makes great pancakes. Buckwheat's a hearty grain. Kind of like rye is very tannic in its nature. Buckwheat also.
Yeah, guys, this one's gonna be a little hard for me.
So this rings true to me of a Belgian wheat.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, buddy.
Um,
Yes, man. What is the luster on that? You know,
Which is one of my
That's what we're
personal
always
least
trying to
favorite
find out.
styles.
is it translucent? Is it hazy? You know, can I see through? Is
The
it?
nose is insane.
Prism.
Like I can't get past the smell, that's usually the Belgian yeast
I
that
mean,
I just can't quite get
So we
past.
get like nutmeg, spice tones, right?
Coriander.
Coriander.
There you go. That's a very common Belgian yeast.
It's very aromatic. As soon as it might just be me because I don't love this particular flavor. That like as soon as I can just, it's everywhere. Like it's all over my palate. It's in my nose.
Okay,
Like-
so this is very cool and it's
Are
very.
you getting that as well?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because you and I are on the same page with it. You and I think, have the same aversion to Belgian wheats.
Well, it's very cool. It's very novel. It's very sensual, so it can be overstimulating very fast. One of these would be good for me.
It
You
tastes
know.
like dirty hippie beer.
I don't mind.
Well, she is a dirty hippie. She should be enjoying it.
Whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry, vegetarian. My bad. My bad.
I have hippie vibes, just not in that way. I
Yeah.
shower and shave.
Yeah, we call that a granola girl. Get it right, Rob.
There's punk man to listen to. So
It's
I don't want
gone.
to be a granola
It's
head.
gone. She
By the
chug-a-lugged again.
Chug like a thug, apparently.
Rob
I don't like this.
Rob wouldn't
Yeah,
know a
not a
granola
fan.
girl from a Bosco girl, so it's cool.
You don't know what a Bosco girl is either. So I'm looking at this because it's empty, and I'm hoping that everybody back there realizes it's empty and they need chug. So for me, that was very Belgian-esque. I know Christina does not like Belgian beers. I know Josh does not like Belgian beers.
I love Belgian beers. I just don't like wheat.
Yeah. We got through it, guys.
I think
God
the
damn.
buckwheat. We need to look into that. The buckwheat probably had a large
Flavor
just-
version?
dump that.
What? No, we're good.
Did he just dump that in his
You
ice
have no
bucket?
idea what I just did.
So I was concerned. I was
It'll
hoping
be
it
the
was going to
top
have
of the
more
check.
texture. Because you know when you add oatmeal or other things to a beer, it adds to the texture of the beer. To me, I didn't get much of any of that.
Well, I don't normally have a problem with oats.
me
Um,
either.
I really think this buckwheat is what is.
Still.
I think we
Change
should
the-
come together as 4 people and blame it on the buckwheat.
Does anywhere on here this can tell me that this is going to be a Belgian style beer?
Well, it's Allagash.
It is Allagash. So
And they specialize in
wits,
Belgian wits.
yeah.
And
The
wheats.
Allagash White is one of the best.
Sorry
white
guys,
beers
I
out
didn't
there.
get the secret free fish tickets to Lemon Wheel. Like, for God's sakes, I grew up in the Midwest. This thing's got 9 stickers on it. I'm back with Miller Lite guy here, honestly. Just make it a little easier. The goddamn can. I figure out what's going on. Like, I felt all good because it said organic, and now I'm not feeling so good. What happened?
Ugh.
Oh.
I did not enjoy that.
Yep. Nick, let's move forward.
Oh man, guys, I can cheer you up. How about some night putting?
I'm
Caddyshack!
Oh man,
very excited.
guys, I actually rinsed my glass.
I
out
feel
with
like
my
I feel like
palate
we should
cleanser after
dance
that
like
last
the.
one.
We should dance like the gopher.
Yeah, so let's
He
just
does
do a
like
little
this
talk.
thing.
Night putting pale ale celebrating the 40th anniversary of Caddyshack. It looks good on you though.
It's
You
been
talk
40
about the
years
guy in the
since
back, I
Caddyshack
get you.
Came out.
I get you. Dental
That is-
floss, like the thinnest amount you can use.
So this is Flying Dog. Flying Dog, you guys, trivia question. Anybody recall where we're located?
It's in Maryland.
It's just a good call. Well, is it in like a cool part of Maryland or like?
Is there a cool part of Maryland?
Am I gonna get robbed if I?
There is,
am I more likely to get
I'm
like
I'm
beat up
not
by
I
the
take it
boss?
back. I mean, I
Like
like
frat
the
boy,
I like
like
Ocean
boss.
City.
There's definitely
Spend
cool
a lot of
part
I
time.
have a buddy that's from that area.
Spent a
so,
lot of time in OC. Baltimore was I could
Yeah, Baltimore's great.
I can do.
Did you do
without it
Annapolis?
again.
Annapolis is cool. You can get the free
Woo!
bike. Ride
Yeah.
your way down to the Wawa.
No. Again.
Again, it's the can. It's the can.
Did you
You're
just
giving
chunk
yourself
Christina?
more.
Rob, you shorted Christina.
He's
Oh.
licking it off the table.
And,
And you shorted me. And you threw
You
beer at
guys
me. And
see my
maybe.
stun face? We really need a cameraman to zoom in on action moments like that because total fail.
Will you
Rob.
hand me the can?
Okay, so
That was
just
not dude perfect.
I'll give you the can, or do you want to describe it?
I want to show it.
All right, so she's gonna describe it.
So,
I lost my
night
feed.
putting
Hopefully you
pale
can.
ale.
I
If
can't
everybody can see it, I don't know if you can.
wow.
The whole can is decorated like his pants.
Whose
From
pants?
From Caddyshack.
Whose pants from Caddyshack?
What? I can't think of the character's name.
What's the actor's name?
Oh my God! Why are you doing this to me? I can see his whole face.
Wait, you don't know the actor from Caddyshack?
Bill Murray.
No, that's not.
No,
That's not
it's
his. That's not his
That's
pants.
not his
It's the other one.
pants. It's Oh my God! He does like the silly jokes all the
Rodney
time.
Dangerfield.
Yes, Dangerfield. Is that
You
not
get
who
no
it is?
respect.
No respect at all. Yes, so it's decorated like his pants.
So,
And it's
does anybody remember Wally's last name? And I want you to spell it on chat. That's why I'm asking that.
Wally.
Oh
So
my
this is
God.
a pale ale, correct?
Yes, this is a pale ale. Celebrating the 40th anniversary of Caddyshack Night Putting Pale Ale.
I lost my chat feed. That is funny. That is funny. I dig it. Actually, to tell you the truth, man. Yeah.
It's so nice.
We are
I
First
love
sip
every
is
time.
just like
Buy a t-shirt, dude. It's cool. It's fun.
So, yeah, 5.5% alcohol. It looks good on you though.
16-ounce can.
At $3 a can.
I drank one of these the other day. I really like this beer. It's,
I did too. Yeah.
It's not
This is really
too
good.
hoppy. It's
so
just
good.
So here's what I want you to think about. And
Dude, I think
this is
this is really good because the perfect thing just lay in my glass. Like I like this a lot.
so I had a regular of ours the other day who bought it the day it came out, tried it, came back the next day, said he wasn't too crazy about it. But the reason he said he wasn't too crazy about it was it felt like it was to him like a beer that was made in the 70s. I'm like, okay, so it's a throwback beer. So it's not slamming you in the face with hops like all the IPAs are today. And it's just a nice, smooth drinking.
Let's talk
Throwback.
tact here for a second. Did he have a joke to follow this all up, or he just like?
No, I mean,
He was saying that he was surprised. He thought it was going to be something a little
he
bit different.
thought it was going to be like
A
a real
typical
big
pale ale there
yeah.
is today.
Well, I mean, if you look at the can, it's like something out of the 70s.
what
but
people
that's
don't
the 80s
realize
jokes
is,
like,
of Caddyshack.
You know who I'm talking about? Lives right down the road from us.
Looks like a disco pole. Did the guy really have a beer? Did he try it?
Mhm.
Lives right down the road from us here. Redbeard, and
Can I out him on the
no,
show?
don't out him. But you know
dogs people. That's
You
bad.
know 'em.
Yeah, I'm not trying.
great customer. But as soon as I said maybe it's a throwback, it is a 4th anniversary celebration.
The man,
beer.
apparently.
Maybe it was
He's got employers,
maybe it was it was supposed to be a throwback style.
which I appreciate.
Yeah, I think
but
we
I
don't get enough
love
of it.
I think it's really good. The other thing to remember is it's not Indian Pale Ale.
It
It's
is
a
just
pale
a
ale.
pale ale.
It's just a pale ale, but there's
Like, you guys are
pleasant
drinking
amount of hops.
Sweetwater. There's a difference between the green can and the yellow can. When you drink Sierra Nevada, there's definitely a difference between
Between
the
the-
original Sierra Nevada, which, by the way,
And
birth year 1980, so that sounds like quintessential pale ale from the 70s. This kind of reminds me of a Sierra Nevada, just a little more East Coasty style.
It's
A little bit more citrusy, you think?
It's a really nice kind of hop going on here. It tastes like an older beer.
So where was the golf course set in Caddyshack? I believe it was set on the northeast coast, right in the marina, real close to marina, because they had
The boat,
I'm
when a
not
ship
gonna lie-
comes
I'm not
in,
gonna lie, it's been a minute
When-
since
when
I
my
watched
ship-
Caddyshack.
my point is this the original New England Pale Ale?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, is that what this is styled towards?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it does carry that like nice.
Mildly citrus. This would go perfect with seafood. In my
However,
opinion.
it is definitely filtered.
Yeah, it's
So
clear,
I mean,
it's clean.
nothing wrong with
did
that.
I just never pick up that? Well, what's a mid-Atlantic versus a myopia
You're making words up at this point.
Yeah.
instead of a NEPA?
Are you having a seizure?
That's good. I like that.
Take another toke.
I'm having some myopia. I need.
I
it's
figured it was
medicinal.
filmed in Florida. I was talking about where it was in the movie supposed to be
I'm
set.
having vertical myopia.
Like the
guys.
actual,
I mean, the club I believe was somewhere
Filmed in Florida.
In
though?
in
That's
New
good.
England area type thing with a the classic New England marina boat rich people feel. So
We still know what our
which
favorite.
we're definitely not rich people here.
No.
Our favorite character. I'll let the Caddyshack thing go after each of us drops favorite character. I'll start it, and this way it'll make it easier on you guys. I worked at a golf course. I set pins and cups and mud greens. Carl, all the way. I'm a Carl fan. I grew up in Chicago. I freaking
Chicago.
love.
I
some
agree,
Bill
dude.
Murray's.
I agree with you.
He's totally making
Favorite Caddyshack character?
the gopher.
Oh, you took mine.
I love him.
How can you not like
I
the
love
Gopher?
him
I
so
know.
much.
The gopher itself.
Yes.
That's
My
my,
favorite-
nemesis.
My favorite
Silly
character
gophers.
in any movie that has Rodney Dangerfield is always
Always
gonna be
Rod.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wally
that-
Zerbiak, by the way.
I
Not the
have
basketball.
to say the nephew.
Oh, yeah.
The
He's
nephew
pretty
of the
funny.
judge was pretty good. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
You will
his
get
name.
nothing and like it.
You get nothing like it. Bushwood, there you go.
It's never. I thought you would take the judge for sure, though. Underhill or what's his name? Yeah.
No, I've got to go with the Gopher, but a close
Second
second
favorite,
would be
the
nephew.
Catholic priest.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Oh god.
We just need to have a viewing party
How
of
is
Caddyshack.
no one's favorite
like,
character
soon.
Lacey Underhill, by the way?
I mean,
Josh. Oh.
he was the one that walked out on to Chevy Chase's character in the middle of the thunderstorm, wasn't he? As like, what are you doing here? Or something.
This is why this beer is so good.
Yeah.
Because it's
Because
got
it's
us.
making you
None
think
of us
it's
chose
about the
Chevy
movie.
Chase.
Yeah.
That's
I know, none of us chose Chevy Chase.
It's just us hanging out, talking about Caddyshack, drinking beer that's Caddyshack.
I drank mine. This thing was
I drank mine
freaking
too.
good.
Mine's been done.
Oh.
I got sheep.
I'm
You
done.
did
Cheat.
not. You did
Got
not.
shorted. Roll back the tape.
Roll back.
Show the footage.
All right.
Replay.
So,
So-
that's gonna be the end all. Is Cooperstown in New England or
I don't know.
is that Mid Atlantic?
Yeah.
Where's that Great Lakes?
All right. So here we go with our wine. We're gonna go with the Paxis Rosé. So
Rosé all day.
this
It's
rosé.
back to school, buddy. But yes, we love it.
Are you ready for wine, Nick?
You ready for wine, Nick?
yes, let's have some rosé.
All right. So
He's ready for something.
So this rosé.
Just give him my best Rodney Dangerfield.
So this rosé is from Portugal, Lisbon. It is the little, I'm gonna say little sister of the Paxis Red Blend. That is the 95 pointer.
One.
That Paxis Red Blend is the number 5 wine enthusiast best buy for 2 years running.
And one of Nick's absolute favorites. Or no,
Josh's,
one
yeah.
of your absolute
Yeah,
favorites.
I don't know that Nick.
Nick is a huge.
Are you talking about my favorite? Isn't like I buy a lot of it?
So
Just one of your go-tos.
Rosé,
Yeah.
rosé is one of my favorite categories. of wine.
here's
That is
the
what
here's
Oh, I did not know that, Nick.
I
did
love
not know
rosé.
that about you.
here's the she doesn't need a full glass. She'll get naked without one. So
By the way, I'm loving
He's
you
not
guys
wrong.
tonight.
It's reactions like that make me drink rosé.
so
The original.
I just want to say
Fan trapper.
the other great thing about Paxis, the Paxis
More
Red
of a
Blend
penny
plus
scooter if
the
you get
Paxis
Paxis
Rosé, plus there's a Paxis White Blend. All of them.
Remember you're a
come in-
melon. Yes, yes. This guy. Oh, the chat's taking on a life of his own.
So all of these Paxis come in at the grand total of $10
Never
a
start talking
bottle.
about Paxis the movie.
$10 a bottle from Lisbon, Portugal.
Sorry, I'm giving these guys way too much credit.
So, do we know the varietals in this? The answer is no.
I'm going to say probably not, and I'm going to say that they probably don't know the varietals that they put in because one of the classic things about Portuguese wine, they are very fond of taking their wines that they plant rows and rows of grapes, and then as a grapevine dies, they'll plant whatever they have on hand. So you may have Cabernet, you may have Syrah, you may have whatever in the row, and then they just harvest it all at the same time and put it in the blend. And a lot of times your blends for Portuguese wines will be completely different from year to year.
Interesting.
That is what really makes it fun for Portuguese wines.
Because you just never know what you're going to kind of get
That's
out
right.
of it.
Yeah.
I have to say, I haven't really had anything bad from Pax's. I like it. For the price point, you can't beat this kind of
Yeah, a $10 bottle is just impossible to beat.
I like the
Um,
floral nose. I like the texture that I can almost get a sense of on the nose. That's a very friendly thing when it begins to happen.
It's a really pretty color too. It's got that
Which,
just like really nice light pale pink. Like
Yeah.
not super pink, not super.
One of my favorite things of
Pigmented is,
rosé
like,
is the
perfect.
color. Like let's talk about that. And wine, we always talk about color and opulence and whatever we mentioned earlier, but
But it's got that beautiful blush to it.
there's a little bit of an amber tone to it that kind of speaks to some age in the blend. So that
Here's
red,
a trick, you guys.
that red
I know
you
you
get
guys
from them
know
that's
it.
nice and barreled up. It's a nice.
But
blend.
hold it up to a white surface. You can kind of see a little bit more. I see the ambery color that you're talking about.
So the other thing too that we want to talk about with rosé is how rosé is made. So the difference between rosé and a New World USA trash wine, white
White
Zinfandel,
Whoa.
white Merlot. These are two different styles of wine, even though they may look the same. So the way you classically make rosé is you crush your grapes, have the skins put in the vat with the juice, and then the skins are pulled off when you get the tannins and color that you're looking for, and then you go ahead and ferment the rest of the wine the rest of the way. Your white Zinfandel, your white Merlot, I'm sorry, but that's literally the trash, the crap of the wine. They take the Zinfandel. Let's use white Zinfandel. They take that. They leave the skins and seeds and stems with the white Zinfandel the red Zinfandel to make a red Zinfandel. Then the white Zinfandel companies go and either purchase or they may be making their own white Zinfandel. If they're a respectable wine company, they probably don't. They'll purchase what's called the must, which is
It's the chunky stuff.
The chunky stuff,
Yeah.
the seeds, the skins, the stems, plus
something
any
you
of
don't
the foamy aggregate that's left afterwards. They'll put that into a vat. They will add water and add sugar, and
Something
then
to add.
you have your white Zinfandel.
Right.
So it's basically the byproduct of making red wine, and that's why it's
Universally
Very
bad.
the crap of wine. They add
Yeah.
sugar and yeah.
They add a ton of sugar to it.
Well, they have to add sugar to it to even get it fermented at that point, because
Yeah.
most of the good stuff's gone, so they have to chaptalize.
And
Yep.
so people see this pink color and assume that everything pink is super, super sweet, but it's actually very much the opposite.
That's right.
Um,
Now this does have a little sweetness to it,
This one does. It's mild though. Like
but I'm not gonna say. I mean, most rosés you're gonna, especially French rosés in particular,
super dry.
they're gonna be a dry wine.
There's a nice
Neither.
juiciness that
Um,
lends towards eating some nice white
I'd-
fish or some nice ocean fish.
I would definitely say this is more like fruity sweet than sugar sweet.
Agreed.
You know,
Absolutely.
and I don't even know that it's actually sweet. It's more just like it tastes like fruit, so it makes
Yeah.
me think it's sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that it's less sweet like sugar
sugary.
sweet, and it's more like Josh said, it's the sweetness of a fruit.
Which is like a true fruit on most people's palates
Yeah.
is a little bit sweet.
But
so that's why
I'm
you're
gonna
picking
I'm
up.
gonna echo Nick as far as what to eat with this. You got to keep in mind, Portugal is for the most part a coastal region. So most of their wines are going to be geared towards dishes that come coastal. Your fish, your shrimp, your scallops, your
Spanish mackerel.
I think
Yeah.
I think a nice like clam mussel dish and like a really light clam sauce
So-
with this.
I think Nick's onto something. I think a strong, oily fish would
To
be really good with this, like mackerel.
counterbalance
Like, if
a
you
little
did,
bit of
if
the
you did like
sweetness.
some grilled mackerel, and mackerel is one of those love 'em or hate 'em fish because it's like it's fishy.
It could be
So I got one for you. How about a salad?
Yes.
With-
Arugula, goat cheese,
I'll give you goat
raspberry
cheese,
vinaigrette.
raspberry vinaigrette with
Grilled mackerel on top.
nope
What?
octopus.
Yes.
Oh,
I was waiting for
Great.
it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So are
So-
you gonna do it like
You and I-
octopo, or are you gonna do it like Basque squid nink?
Are you gonna?
Ooh, that's a
Because I think this would be a good wine to balance out the squid nink,
pasta.
which basically has the brininess of caviar.
Are you gonna braise the octopus, or what are you gonna do?
no. I was thinking ceviche.
Oh, ceviche. That.
Little red onion.
You know what would be good with this though? Like a nice charred sole.
A grilled Vidalia onion actually would go great, and that instead of being briny, you could do a little like brine olive oil rub with it. But if you guys ever done that, you just grill half
It's
of
an actual
Vidalia
thing. When
onion.
it came out.
Isn't it so? I find it so funny. So we do this all the time. We will drink the beer. We're like, yeah, this is okay. This is bad. This is
We
whatever.
get to the wine, we're like,
And then-
need
and then we
all
get to
this
the wine,
food.
And like our years of experience, our chef work comes out, and we're suddenly talking about these exotic foods and
Well, if the
what we'll pair with wine.
It's the sign that it's a good wine, and it's just like the good beer. Let us talk.
No, what
Oh.
it is that we're 2 drinks in and we're hungry.
Mm.
I ate before.
Hey, I had
Rob,
Taco
I
Bell.
told you eat before you go.
I had Taco
alright?
Bell.
We know.
like you couldn't tell before the show.
We know.
So, but no, really, you were talking about like a fish dish,
Yes.
and it just popped in my head that it needed octopus and it needed raspberry vinaigrette.
I need an octopus in my
And
life
I want some
now.
red onion with it. Because it's sharp and it's like
I
Japanese
flavor.
style, it's like real spongy.
I'm with Christina though. I think a nice red onion, like the
Octopus.
super sulfury onion, like the super pungent.
You know, though, I'd go for a
really
bloomin' onion
so you
and
don't-
calamari.
So you don't want to do
appetizers. Like, no problem with this.
you don't want to do a pickled red onion.
I mean, I
I
can
mean,
do that.
pickle
I could
would
just do
pickle
that
would be
any
fine
day.
too.
With
'Cause
anything.
acid would go
Don't
good.
care.
Honestly, I'm still telling you guys.
I would love some raw red onion with this.
I'd
Like,
go with
honestly,
calamari
like,
Frita and a bloomin' onion and this, and call it a deal.
So what fruit are you guys picking up? Because I'm getting a lot of just true grape. There might be a mild berry, but
I get a little bit of raspberry with it.
like a little bit of the berry, but I'm getting a lot of grape. Just like really
A
clean
true,
grape.
like a nice white grape, which you seldom
Strawberry
really get to
comes
taste.
out too.
I
And
think
that's
there's
more towards the back end.
definitely some berry. I could second that note. The softness of a strawberry is there, but there's definitely like a raspberry tartness or something, and maybe somebody could nail it with better said with like kiwi or lychee.
I'm thinking like a light strawberry and cream.
Creamy. He brings out the creaminess, which I mentioned at the beginning. The texture.
But that's cream spelled like French style,
Like
CREME with like
with
a
a little
accent mark.
pop.
Yeah.
'Cause we're fancy.
Strawberries de la creme, kind of stuff.
Creme de la
I was
creme.
waiting for someone to ask if steak tartare would go with this. I always wait for that. And the answer
Steak-
is steak tartare goes with nothing.
Yeah, no, steak tartare. Steak tartare goes with
How
hard.
hungry are you?
Steak tartare goes with
Hey.
hard liquor because odds are you're drinking moonshine. And
We
you
fired the
see-
chef. You
My
can
dad
talk
drank a lot
straight
of
to the
moonshine last
kitchen.
night.
Listen,
That's all you got.
I've got to disagree with a lot of that. I mean, steak tartare, kibbeh, a Middle Eastern dish.
Oh
it's
yeah,
very
yeah,
similar.
Kiwi's good.
I enjoy both of those.
I-
Of course, the problem is they've got to be prepared from the finest of the steaks.
Take this
And
raw
It's
egg
fine
and
as
beat
the ball
it into
of
his
steak.
raw
Your
steak.
other
You-
problem with those
You can't just take a steak from
What's
the
your
shelf
method?
at Walmart
Something really heavy.
and make kibbeh or steak tartare.
Yeah, but the other problem with those is there's a lot of strong flavors with those, so you have to have something equally strong. I prefer stuff like that with hard liquor
Yeah.
because it has that pungent
Manhattan.
alcoholic
Well,
bite.
Manhattan would go
I'm
great.
definitely going to go a big bold red.
A bold
those
red
things.
can hold up to it, but at that point, like I almost want like strong, clear
how do we
liquor
get on
from
the
whatever
steak
country.
tartare? It was
'Cause
Nick, wasn't it?
Of course.
It was Nick. Nick always brings us to the weird points.
This Nick always takes us on the tangents, and that's why we keep him around.
So
Keep
on,
it.
on
You guys
another
are
note,
following.
do people really eat
Trying to
monkey?
catch up.
It's the hair, man. Hounds and hairs.
Hey.
I'm playing this game because we're drinking the wine with the logo on it.
Do you
And
guys
all I
eat
know
this
this?
is on
How's that too?
ashes.
Like it was a competition.
It was just one sip.
Shit, I'm
So-
I'm
so-
way behind on this one.
Let's go ahead and review some beer and give some ratings.
I can't help it
Since
that I'm
Chris-
a champion.
Since Christina's ready to
Christina,
get out of here or get
Christina.
drunk, one of the two.
hey,
Hang tight. In an hour and a half, we'll have the after party, and we'll film that too.
I'm a champion.
We ain't filming the after party.
yeah, we're going fishing at night. in the
Although
creek.
you probably wanted to
It's gonna
see
be great.
some of what
Headlamps
happened
and
last
all.
week during the apple party, but we'll talk about that
The
later.
aqua party.
The after.
Oh.
All right, all right. So,
He did it too. He did it too.
all right.
He
So,
did Zelda.
whose beer was first?
Joshua.
Joshua.
All right,
Start
Idle
us off.
Days. Absolutely
Days.
love this beer. I'm a gang. Great job. I'm giving you 2 thumbs.
Ooh.
I'm giving you a 100%. That is a delicious Pilsner. It had everything I wanted from a Pilsner beer in it. The color was a little pale, but I'm not going to complain about that when the flavor is there. It was delicious. I like it. It doesn't kill my stomach because I can't have a whole lot of hops nowadays. I truly enjoyed it, so 2 thumbs up. Excellent job.
In the battle of the Belgians, this one was definitely the Protestant. I loved it. This one spoke some English to me, which said "drink more."
Oh.
The other one was speaking straight Bruxellian. Okay.
I am at a loss.
Words, many words. This was beer. I liked it. It was out of my category, and I enjoyed it. Rob, anything to say on top of that?
What was your rating? I'm sorry.
How many thumbs did you give it?
Man, you know what? I'm a thumb and a third.
Wow. Oh my god, that had me laughing so hard I couldn't even finish one. Oh, sorry. That's the first time that's happened. Yeah. Woo! Alright, so my rating. We're talking about the Elma Gang.
Yep.
Idle Days, Pilsner. I gotta agree with Josh. Elma Gang.
Rob, are we streaming right now?
Solid.
They said what happened on chat.
Yeah, we are not streaming right now.
It looks like I might have hit the button when I had my.
We're back streaming.
Oh no.
So I'm not sure where we lost off.
We lost off at 29:08.
Oh, it was a while ago.
29 minutes.
Thought you knew you were doing it.
Oops.
Guys, this is live too. You're going live. You're back live. And hi, we're back live. April
And hi.
Hey,
Welcome back to What Are You Drinking Now?
So I'm guessing
Weird,
everybody
interesting,
missed at
yeah.
29 minutes. Everybody missed the wine. Everybody missed. Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
29 minutes in. Okay, so.
So go to our Facebook and watch it retrospectively.
Yeah,
that
because
right?
we have it recorded.
Yeah, we'll have it recorded. So
Making
you
a
just won't have the live,
So we're
thing
still
here, but
recording, but you
we're
just
still
started
recording, yeah.
streaming again. All right, cool.
All right, so then let's take off. We're talking about the Oma Gang.
That
Idle
first
Days
beer that
Pilsner.
we tried.
So
You
all
did
laughing
go
aside, I'm going to agree with Josh on this one. This was spectacular for Pilsner.
Hello, poop in a toilet. I'm glad to see you as well.
Spectacular for Pilsner.
Thanks. We figured
Nice,
it out.
easy drinking, crisp. Perfect time of the year to roll it out. Nice
Yeah.
spring night. When you're gonna sit on the porch,
You guys are
It's
good
not-
viewers.
it's not too hot. You're gonna sit on the porch. You're gonna have a couple
good news,
beers,
live viewers. This is on YouTube.
and then you're gonna have a couple beers, and I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up.
It's ridiculous.
Nice, really good beer.
Such
Yeah.
a good beer.
I'm gonna have to agree. I'm going 2 full thumbs. I'm getting you destroyed this beer. It's phenomenal. Like it's so clean. The flavor is phenomenal. Like it legitimately tastes like a true beer should taste. Like there's no frills. There's no nothing. It literally is the ingredients that beer needs to be, and it's there. It's
Yep.
phenomenal. I will definitely be pushing this like crazy. It's such a great beer.
Yeah, that's the bad thing is we're gonna be pushing in the shop. It's gonna go away.
And then we won't have to drink
We won't have to
anymore.
drink. So
And then
now we're moving on to yours,
Yeah,
Christina.
where is it?
It's right here.
Yeah.
So the Allagash cross path. I'm gonna be really harsh, and I'm sorry, Allagash. Nothing against you. I know you make quality beers, but they're not for me. This is 1/4 of a thumb. I couldn't get past that weird funky smell. It was just so overwhelming all the way around. Again, maybe it's buckwheat. Maybe I don't like it. So again, 2 Belgian-y for my taste. If you like a true Belgian wit beer, go for it. This is probably a very great representation of that. However, just not for me at all.
Okay, so for me, here's the thing. I like Belgian wits. They speak to me. I can get into them. So the problem I have though is this isn't a Belgian wit. It's supposed to be a golden ale.
Yeah.
It had too many Belgian wit characteristics. It's got to be the buckwheat because that's the only thing that really threw it off. So Allagash, I know you were going for a golden ale. You were definitely a quality brewery that puts out solid white beers, wit beers continuously, and I love your brewery. This one just didn't quite do it for me. And I think it's because it says it's a golden ale on the can, and then it doesn't have it. So I'm going to have to be a little harsh too. I'm going to give it a half a thumb. I hate doing that just because I do like Allagash so much. So I'm sorry, Allagash. Half a thumb for me. Josh?
Alright, so I'm going to sum all this up with a small little anecdote. So, when I was growing up, everyone was crazy about chicken salad. And everyone was trying to get me to eat chicken salad. Being a chef, people would try and get me to cook chicken salad. I hate, with a passion, chicken salad. I think it's disgusting, and it shouldn't exist. As is the case with this beer, I'm going to abstain from rating it because
Thanks,
I
Poop.
kind of view it in the same light as chicken salad.
You're gonna
That it's
abstain.
overrated.
You're gonna abstain from rating
I'm
it.
abstaining from rating it.
Okay.
Okay.
Nick-
Nick, how did you feel
because-
about the cross path? Oh, I'm
Cross path.
sorry, Josh. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, if Josh has more to say, I'll gladly defer, but I'll get started anyways. And if he chimes in,
No, I'm done. Like
Okay.
I said, this beer is chicken salad to me.
Chicken
Okay.
salad, I called it trail mix, basically. This is something
granola,
I'd be
I
happy
get
to
it.
have on trail in course to another beer. There better be more better beer behind this, because this is not even a thumbs up, guys. This is an 11. The doomsday clock is ticking out, guys. All right, fix your girl here. All right, like maybe grad school will help her out. She's just going off a little bit with her undergrad here.
Oh, you can't see me.
She's got bumper stickers to travel the world, but the quality here. Honestly, I'll finish the pun. I started earlier. Rob wanted to hear the end of this. In the Battle of Belgians, the Catholics did lose. They got the lesser of the states. And this is definitely the Catholic beer. This one lost the battle versus the Omegang Belgian tonight. And I couldn't tell you why overall. There's something Dutchy about the Omegang that's just nice and bready. Whereas this, with the alternative grains, just didn't get that breadiness. It was very crunchy. And the labeling didn't tell me it was a Belgian, and I would have really liked to know that because the spice quality was
Is that
so
feeling?
cloying. It was
That
somewhere
feeling?
between nutmeg, clove, and coriander. It kind of really threw my palate for a loop. Luckily, I had the victory, doo-wop, doo-hop, to go along
Polar
behind
Knights.
that.
All right. So I think that brings us up
To
to
Nick's.
Nick.
Oh, yeah. Well, so
Night putting.
night putting. Guys, I love golf. I love beer. I love Caddyshack. I love drinking with you guys. I feel like we put all four together and had a perfect formula. But however, the packaging on this, guys,
Phenomenal.
threw me for a loop. I thought for sure it was going to be a New England IPA when I saw it. And this is just a pale ale. And by just a pale ale, I mean no qualifiers. It's everything you want from a pale ale, guys. If you like the original kings of the
21.
micro brew territory, then you definitely gotta try this. Billy Baroo! Oh man, I feel like he just threw a putter like right in my picnic table with that comment. That was awesome.
So what was your rating there, Nick?
Oh man, my rating overall, we gotta put this on a thumbs. This is some serious thumbs up here. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say Flying Dog. You did it. 2 thumbs up.
Is this Nick's first two
Yeah,
thumbs up?
that's
That's an
pretty.
11.
That's pretty unusual for Nick. He
That is
doesn't.
That amp goes up to 11.
That amp goes up to 11.
That's pretty solid.
That's an insane
Here's why.
score out of Nick.
I drink all this different stuff. I drink a freaking Schopenhauer fucking grapefruit Hefeweizen earlier today, and I was convinced it was the perfect beer at 2.5% and tasting like Orange Crush.
Yes, 100%.
More like a 11 out of 10 for Nick.
That's-
He
that's-
never gives a 2.
Never did.
So, excellent. Josh.
Alright, so night putting. I also have another reason I love this beer aside from just the fact that it's amazing and it's Caddyshack themed. I'm a huge Iggy Pop fan, and one of his major first hits on his solo career was nightclubbing. So night putting. So there's that little bit right there that just kind of like a little thing there. But no.
Over there.
Yeah, nightclub.
You playing through or what?
Regardless, I love this beer. It is the example of what a pale ale should be. It's hoppy, but it's not too hoppy. It's what a pale ale should be. I mean, it's 2 thumbs up. Regardless.
That's hilarious, Polar Nights.
That's the best.
Oh, that's got all of us laughing. Excellent. Excellent. All right.
Seldom do our commenters just floor us, but that one.
That was
You
pretty
guys
good.
been
That
killing
was
it tonight with the
really
comments.
nice.
We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we've had a good crowd on tonight. I like it.
So Nick, what's
so
the actual
Josh,
Big
or
shot,
Josh,
Polar Nights.
Josh, what is the actual rating for you?
It's 2 thumbs up in the conventional sense, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it a bonus half a thumb. I don't have 3 thumbs.
Here, I'll
Do you
load
need-
one of mine.
So 2.5.
Do I need to pull start your backpack
2.5,
lower?
yeah,
Or?
sweet. Right there, 2.5. 2 thumbs up for the quality of the beer. The extra half is for the fact that we sat here and we're talking about Caddyshack and laughing our butts off,
Yeah.
just reminiscing about the movie.
So we're
It's
gonna
2 parts Maui Wowie.
we're gonna do a search on who's got Caddyshack on tonight, and we're gonna find it. So for me, night putting.
36 holes on it. Get stoned to bejesus afterwards.
So night putting, Flying Dog. They're out of we said Maryland, right?
Maryland.
Okay. So here's the thing. Nick, I have to disagree with you.
He is.
He drives a black van, no windows, for work.
No.
But we're
Why
gonna
are you disagreeing with me?
we're gonna leave it at
I
that.
am heartbroken.
Nick, I'm gonna disagree with you. Here's why I'm gonna disagree with you.
Oh my god.
All right,
Just so
so
you know, it's not a mustache because there's a beard too. It's a beard.
This is
so-
ridiculous.
so here's why I'm disagreeing with you, Nick. You said you don't think it's a New England IPA. All right, I'll agree with you. It's not IPA,
It's a
but-
mid-Atlantic. It's a myopic.
but I think it's a New England Pale Ale from 40 years ago. I think it's a throwback beer.
A nipple?
I think it's the
It's
original.
a nipple?
I think it's the original New England is what it's styled after. All right, so I think it's an excellent beer. I think as far as flavor profile goes, it's not like shooting hops down your throat like a lot of the New England IPAs are these days.
Like the Liberty Bell is right now.
I mean, it's nice,
Dude, that
well-rounded.
thing is 5.5% alcohol. You're drinking that at the buffet inside that stuffy club.
It's nice.
Eating on Lacey Underhill.
It's nice.
And you're not the one who got spaghetti on your clothes.
It's
so you
nice,
should be happy.
well-rounded beer. I think
Because Josh is giving out free ones after
I
the
think
show.
I think it wants to be an old style, and I think that
That's
it
the
accomplishes that. So I'm gonna give it. I can't quite go as high as Josh. I'm gonna go 1.75 on this guy. I think it's a solid beer. I love the Caddyshack tribute, and I do think at 1.75, I think you knocked it out of the park, Flying Dog. Christina?
Well, I'm gonna disagree with that's a brutal review. No, an old style is phenomenal. It's like a throwback. It's definitely one of those that is nostalgic, and that's why I'm giving it a full 2 as well. Not gonna go to the 2.5. Like, I totally understand that, but flavor complex to me was perfect. The nostalgic aspect of like seeing those colors and like bringing back to the movie, and like we sat here and we talked about it and we had good laughs about the movie.
Yep.
Like, and I agree with the fact that this is probably what a New England style started out as. As times have evolved, we've had it changed up, and we went to that whole hazy, juicy, like
Yep.
fruit forward beginning. But this is so clean. It's so crisp. Flying Dog, you literally knocked it out of the park. Like, not to have a baseball pun for a golf movie, but like you definitely parred this hole.
Hit a hole in one.
Yeah, I was gonna say just maybe birdied it.
Okay.
I don't know about a hole in one, but you definitely birdied.
Did you say you birdied it? Because if you birdied it, you lost.
Birdie.
Oh.
Birdie.
Oh,
Like
okay.
one under
Yeah.
par.
Yeah.
Get your golf puns together.
All right.
So it's great. Thank you, Flying Dog, for that.
All right. So here we go. Paxis Rosé. Portuguese. there we go. That was what we were looking for.
Yes, Chicago in the house.
All right. So we got Paxis Rosé blend. This is a true Portuguese blend. They do not label what the grapes are on the wine on the bottle, and I think that's indicative of the country. Normally, your blends in Portugal they do not label. Which I got into before. It is empty because
We already drank
we freaking
it.
drank it. So here's the thing.
I love this portion of the show.
So here's the thing. We
Forget
have.
Colin.
So here's the thing. We have a Portuguese wine. We have 95 pointer from Wine Enthusiast on the red blend. 2 years in a row, top 10 best value. And then here's the little sister, the rosé blend. Same price, $10. Excellent bottle for $10. We're looking at thumb 7.5 on it. I like it. It's solid. I can go to it every day of the week and enjoy it. So 1.75 on the thumbs, and
I'm not going quite as big. I'm gonna actually do a 1.5 for this one. For
that's
a
a tough
rosé. Now, mind you, I'm bumping it up. I would go 1.25. However, this cute little doggy on the label would make me grab it.
so
Like, it's gonna make me grab it off the shelf. So I'm a
that-
basic white girl and I like puppies. So I see a puppy on a label, I'm gonna grab the wine.
You just say-
Now when it comes to flavor
they very well make
profile,
cockroaches. Cockroaches.
flavor profile wise, now that I've tasted it, I may not go back to it unless I was looking for something specific like this, because on my palate it was just a little bit too sweet. I like my rosés a lot drier.
Okay.
So that's why I was going a little bit lower, but then bumped it up because of the label, because this is going to make me grab it off the shelf, and the fact that it's a $10 bottle of wine. Like, what? Like, you can't beat that. Really fruit forward, mildly sweet, great mouthfeel. It wasn't super sugary, which I appreciated about it, but yeah, a solid 1.5. Josh?
All right. So first thing I want to say is, good old Poop over there. You want to sign up to be on the show? Add us on Facebook. Send a DM to Rob over here, the fine proprietor of this establishment. Get the address from Rob, and if you drive here, we'll put you on the show. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But aside from that, Paxis Rosé, it's an excellent rosé blend. I'm gonna have to say the absolute best thing about this wine is the value for it. $10 bottles of wine are not normally this good. Normally, when you're paying $10 for a bottle of wine, it's at a gas station. It's Yellowtail or what is it?
Barefoot.
Turning Leaf. Is it
Oak Leaf.
Oak Leaf.
That's the $3 shit at
one of them
Walmart.
says turning in the name, right? I feel like it does, yeah. But there's a few of them out there that are $10 bottles, and it's absolute rock gut. But no, this right here for the price and the value, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a thumb and a half. I would give it 2 thumbs up just for the value. I love rosés. I'm a huge fan of rosés, and it's not the absolute best rosé I've ever had, so I can't give it 2 thumbs.
And I'm going to agree with Christina. It's got more sweet than it does have, the dry for rosé.
I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of the
That
Tavel.
sound good?
I'm a big fan of Tavel Riesling.
Got new mics, guys.
I love the rich, buttery. I love the dry rosés. I love like that beautiful like rose color, like the in between red and pink rose color on a rosé. So I'm gonna be a little bit snob when it comes to rosés, but this is a really good rosé for the price. You cannot go wrong picking this.
Yeah.
It is a very good wine. So thumb and a half.
Did we mention that it's $10?
$10. As they're saying, like I buy a crap load of this at the house between the rosé, the white, and the red. Like I drink the crap out of Praxis just because of the price. So I love their wine. Like I'm not gonna knock it. It's not the best wine I've ever had, but for the price point, you can't go wrong.
So I think the story also with the Bulldog has to do with a English.
It's a UK game called Bulldog. Portuguese. One day he was watching one of his children play a very traditional and physical UK game called Bulldog. During the game, he heard his children saying Paxis as a way to express immunity from being caught. Paxis struck him as an ideal way of expressing those times when we escape from the stress of the world. Very relatable. And appreciate the pleasure of a great wine that a great wine can give.
To all you Hash House Harriers out there, the game that we refer to is Hounds and Hares. It's the old English game the kids play. And if you want to come play a round of Hash House Harriers, the office version, you better like, subscribe, comment, and get on our Facebook and let us know. Because Nick's got a course for you, and you will never snare this hair, baby.
Okay,
What are
so
you
Nick,
talking
Nick,
about?
how do you
what is
feel
your
about
what is your
Praxis?
review of the wine? So Nick doesn't have a review tonight.
I do. I told you. I love this wine. I typed down the bit about the English kids game earlier and just wanted to get touching on that. It's a true rosé, like Rob mentioned earlier. That it's a blend, and it has everything nice about the whites that go into this. The grape, the texture of the fruit, the availability, the acidity. But if you get into the oak barrel, the reds, this has some nice, soft,
She
velvet
really
feelings
likes that
to it.
conversation. Just saying. All right, Nick, what did you give? What did you give your rating on it?
Maxis?
Yeah, they're fucking gray. Okay, get it right.
All right, so we lost Nick.
What's my final rating? I told you
They're
this
gray.
thing's a freaking thumbs up. Man.
Alrighty.
Sweet.
All right.
You forgot Bratwurst barbecue for when this
Thanks.
wine's appropriate. The
Thanks
guy at
for
the beginning
tuning
had it
in.
right.
Guys,
It was
it's
totally a
been-
blue blood, 1%er, land stealing, son of a bitch wine.
I
Josh.
just want to go ahead and say
And
this.
it's good.
It's been absolutely awesome hanging out with you guys tonight.
Yeah, tonight's been
I
fun.
don't know if you were originally meant to
I
be
agree,
trolls
Poop.
and decided that we didn't suck.
No, we never did.
Did we ever find Nick?
Nope, never found him. Okay, so Josh couldn't get around to it. I agree with him. It's been awesome hanging out with you guys. Like, subscribe, comment below.
Follow us on Facebook and
for
Instagram.
For the
YouTube
tubers,
followers?
you know.
Follow us on Facebook at the Office Coffee and Wine Bar at Facebook. And
By the way,
this will
drink
be
up
up
Beyond
Instagram.
Rainbow's IPA. It's a NEPA. It's my
Nice seeing you
real
guys.
crowd
We'll
saver.
see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Someone shotgun a beer though.